So if we're able to embrace and manage stress and look at it as being a fact of life, and not looking at it with fear, but rather it is there, we cannot stop it. So how do I manage it? It's not to say, look, maybe I overstepped my mark, but we are allowed to be scared. There's nothing wrong with being scared. Going into something scared is a lot better than deciding not to do it, or what's worse, procrastinating. At least when you say, I'm not going to do it, you've defiantly said, I'm receding, I'm not going to do it. And you know where you stand, and you accept what comes with it. But it's the people that are caught in the middle of the vacuum, and the vacuum also has to do with procrastination, which means I'll do it later. I think it's the biggest lie that's ever sold to ourselves, that I'll do it later. And that later never seems to come. And when it does come, you find there's more and more and more things in that Santa Claus bag, that I call it. And before you know it, we wither away and fall down. There's nothing worse than seeing a grand man or lady that shirked their responsibility of being able to handle life due to the fact that either fear or not prepared to take it on board. Growth comes with picking up our sword, not in a combative way, just a figure of speech, and saying, I will face anything before me. And I tell you something, I tell you why God likes people that do that. Because what you're actually saying, in essence, subliminally, without actually saying it, I'm doing it through faith, that I may not be able to do it alone, but I trust in the process. The same process that grows our nails, that's growing our hair, maybe not in my case. Oh, by the way, I purposely shave my hair. I'm not bald, okay? So don't have a go at me. But for the people that have their hair that are growing, an embryo, it's born, it goes into the womb. You've got your the DNA, the two sperm cells, the XY chromosome. Before you know it, it duplicates from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. For anyone that knows what I'm saying, they know a lot deeper than why I've just chosen those particular random numbers. And for those that have picked up, well done to you. For those that haven't, we call that the Fibonacci sequence, Phi and Pi. And this is how, this will be a future conversation. If I reveal too much now, I think I'll probably have people running for their life, for the ones that have not been able to study outside the type framework within our spirituality. Our spirituality belongs to the whole world. And if we take the whole world's knowledge and wisdom and study and learn, I think you'll find that there's a lot that we can learn and grow. But if we take that Fibonacci sequence of growth, which is the building blocks to not only the world that we live in, but also to the universe, that's how the universe is actually replicating and growing. So if we take that, look, I've lost myself. Where do I start? So what we're actually doing is we're actually saying through faith, and if we take the baby, how it's born, isn't that amazing how at the exact right time, the heart is formed, the teeth come out the exact time, the eyes, the hair comes out, the fingers come out, and the right amount of fingers in most cases. It's amazing how we're actually being done. We're not doing, we're being done. So there's a force. If we just humble ourselves down, that's expanding at the speed of light of 198,000 miles per second, eternally, and growing, replicating. We have a universe where, I believe off memory, the closest star, Alpha Centauri, at the speed of light of 198,000 miles per second, takes 3 lifetimes to get to. This is the closest star, not galaxy. Wow, wow, wow. And yet we think we are it. We think we've come from apes and monkeys and donkeys and cows, and it was just an explosion that took place, and we just happened to be here at the exact time, floating around at a planet that's a degree left, a degree right would burn or would freeze. These are things that I'll bring up in the future. I don't believe I've created enough credibility or respect to be able to delve into those topics just yet. But if there's anything that I've been able to build up in terms of some kind of credibility, the credibility that you do see, I'm hoping that it's just a reflection of the Creator. It does not belong to me. There's so much we've been duped and tricked, and there's so much that we've forgotten. There's so much. We know there's something bigger than just us. We yearn that there's something bigger than just us miserable failures. The best of us is a failure. You know, what is it, 70, 80 years we live. We bleed. We die. We go to the toilet the same way. We smell the same way. No one is better than anybody. Irrespective of what clothes we wear, what car we drive, what we think we are, or what people have told us we are. You know, there are many times people tell me things, they associate a lot of wonderful placative terminology that makes me look good. It doesn't belong to us, guys. We are human beings that have come from the dust of the earth. We will return back there. Anything that's good in us has come from goodness. Now, yes, I'm sure there are people that have worked at becoming good, but if we really sit back and think about it, there's something a lot bigger. And if there isn't, what a waste. What a waste.